J'ai voyagé très loin dans le passé. J'ai fait des rencontres extraordinaires. Je voulais tellement te raconter tout ça. Et c'est possible à présent. Je suis rentrée. Enfin.
Yo. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, it is about to. I literally used this exact method yesterday, and it did not sound this bad. I mean, it did not look this bad.
Currently munching on some cereal. I'm hoping that my stream isn't picking it up.
See, I need to do the fun job of monitoring your stream, so I'm gonna have to hear my own voice. Okay, I definitely need to turn like everything up.
I mean, I could turn up desktop.
Actually,
It's pretty low.
Yeah, can you turn up desktop?
Just
Okay, I think that sounds slightly better. Yeah. Can you talk real quick now?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, that should be good. I don't know why the quality's struggling, but I don't know if that's just it renders a worse version on OBS compared to what it actually streams. I'm gonna assume that that's the case. So yeah, I guess I'll have to set up minor trunk during my like restreaming segment. I also need to leave the house and buy lunch during my restreaming segment, because literally my whole day is gonna be spent operating this stream.
I can do some of it if you want. I can't do this, the tier 2.
I mean-
I can do.
I mean, I don't really mind. Like, I'm gonna have to do this and Dread anyway, and the two ones in the middle are Eden's, so I don't necessarily mind.
Okay.
But yeah, if we do end up dropping P2, I'll probably set up minor trunk and get my lunch during that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna eat for like later on. Probably after the minor trunk run. Like I'll eat
Probably-
during the sunshine.
You have
run.
like 2 hours 20. I'd say probably get food during TPE and eat it during Super Metroid.
Yeah, but that's lunch. I mean like dinner.
During the
Like,
relay.
yeah, probably. I have like an hour and a half to eat
Yeah.
and set up Odyssey. Bet chest. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day.
Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep right now. We'll see.
Fair.
When are you starting?
As soon as Tibbs is done.
Okay. Have fun. Good luck. I'll piss off.
You can commentate. You can commentate, man.
I don't want to.
You can join HS in a little bit. I'll call you on HS. Hello.
Yeah, okay. Feel it.
What?
So, ciao. Mann, Digga, warum sieht es so verdammt scheiße aus? I literally have it on 1080p. It looks like trash. Again, I'm just praying it's an OBS rendering thing, and that when I stream it, it's gonna look absolutely magnificent. Because I literally did the exact same thing yesterday, and it did not look bad. I think we are, like, good to go, though. No, I think as soon as Tibbs is done and you switch over to the main thing, we can just swap out Aria, and then me and Neil can start pretty much immediately. As far as I'm aware. Something might go horribly wrong, but... fuck it. Lol. Rifampin? Isn't that a fucking drug? Yeah, it is. Rifampin is an ancillary antibiotic used to treat several types of bacterial infections. It's like, why the fuck is bro named after an antibiotic?
Oh shit, I didn't even realize we're close to the Minecraft randomizer. That'd be
Yeah.
really cool to do.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it really would.
Also, I got my ESA account names
What?
on my Switch.
Ah, I see. I have the background music set to monitor and output, but it's not. It's not monitoring it. There we go.
It's probably way later for you as well. Irene.
Yep. It was 3:30. So basically, I will not be waking up tomorrow.
There we go.
Ready? Kyle?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Give me a sec. My hard drive is fucking whirring. OBS is not responding. It'll work though. It always works. Just needs a sec. Could not access specified channel or stream key. Oh, that is fucking awesome. That is awesome. I'm so glad Aria left the voice call immediately.
I mean, we
Alright,
probably
let's try this
join
again.
live, right?
Wait, hold.
I need to go first.
I was told that it is entirely my problem, so that's cool. There we go, fixed it. Fucking first head ass. Alright, I think we are just ready to start whenever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
So I think what I'm gonna do, because there's like some delay, I'm gonna count down. I'm gonna 3, 2, 1, then you start talking, and I'm gonna wait 3 seconds and actually switch it over. And with delay, that should work out. So, are
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah.
So you just treat it as if you're on stream as soon as I'm finished counting.
Yeah.
I just have to do the rest. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I'm back again. Doing all dungeons this time. I've practiced so much for this run, and yeah, I mean, I'm basically ready to go, I guess, right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to start the timer whenever. So.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off. Let me double check that the audio is actually working. Not that there's any chance it wouldn't be. Yeah, it's working. Alright, we're good. Alright, you guys might be getting some deja vu. Because about a week ago, we did this exact thing
Yep, almost
at,
exactly.
at ESO.
Well, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
As
I
of
guess it's
tomorrow.
closer to 2 weeks now. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks, that's cooked.
Yeah. But yeah, this is All Dungeons. I'm running on version 1.1.1 because it lets me do all the glitches. And yeah, this is the prologue. Just need to run around while Zelda slows us down by talking about random shit. And
Waffling.
I'm gonna speed her up a bit now, in a second, by doing some super precise jumps to make
Oh,
Zelda
yeah.
run instead of walking slowly.
I completely forgot to mention, can you VCam your game to the VC so I can see it without delay?
Yeah. I
Whenever
can
you get the
in,
chance.
Cutscene.
Oh my god.
Holy
Where is my event list? Remember, thanks for the $50. Holy shit. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, I'm still at French, I just remembered.
Oh, putain.
You know, we could do the same thing that we did at ESA. For every $50, I just change the language.
Yeah, Revampin, what language do you want us to play in?
I can change it right before the
The world
cutscene if
is-
you answer quickly.
The world is your oyster. But yeah, thank you so much for the $50. Of course, we appreciate it very
Thank you
much.
very much.
So apparently you could do with being louder.
English? Okay, I will change to English because I'm still in French.
So yeah, we're doing a save here for fun reasons. That's a surprise tool that'll help us out later. I should get up my comm notes again, so I can read from them. Because I still definitely need them to explain some glitches.
Are there any mods in chat that can make a message and just say that every $50 donation can change the language and pin it?
Not me. Also, throw on your VCam when you get a sec.
Oh yeah.
Hell, just letting you know I'm watching your Twitch clips right now, and younger you is such an insane thing to see. Yeah, I'm probably a lot more British, and a lot more high-pitched. Like, my voice is probably the thing that's changed the most. Thank you.
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? A blade that shatters so easily against my power?
Weak, Kyle. It took like forever for my voice to actually drop. Like I used to be, I say known for it, bullied for it. when I was in high school.
Rauru placed his faith in you.
So yeah, I'm a lot happier with how my voice sounds nowadays. Also, is your PC struggling with the VCam on?
Potentially.
If it is, then feel free to just turn it off. I'll just talk with some delay. That's all it is. It's probably better that the game is in 60 FPS than anything else. Yeah, it looks a lot better now.
I'm just gonna see what's right.
I thought there's all those options, and during the TOTK run we literally said French and
Yeah.
German.
I swear like all ESA viewers and goers are just either French or German.
True. There's like no Spanish ESA goers. Like Rodeo made that tweet. Is like Spanish community pick at ESA, and it's literally just him. I don't think Quebecois is on that list, by the way.
Isn't it?
Unless I just can't read.
Yeah. Might be Breath of the Wild options, but it's close enough.
Yeah. It's fine. Nobody wants to listen to fucking Quebecois anyway.
Okay, so now that cutscene is over, I'm gonna be doing a very difficult skip called Cog Skip, and not Cog Skip Skip, because that's a stupid name. And it's just a very precise jump with backwards momentum and a nice like attack with my sword to just allow me to move backwards even further.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's the Master Sword. That would be time for the Master Sword category.
Huge. But yeah, what this skip allows us to do
So,
is it skips the 40-second cutscene of activating the cogs and opening the door, and Neil gets it first try. Holy shit, my goat.
that's 2 marathons in a row that I got it first try.
Easy. But yeah, it allows us to skip the cutscene of activating the cogs, and also allows us to get wings at the top of the island, which is going to allow us to do void warps later, which we'll explain when we get there. So yeah, unfortunately this game does not have whistle sprinting. Well, fortunately for our hands, but unfortunately for the speedrun, this game does not have whistle sprinting like what Breath of the Wild does. So yeah, we do actually have to manage stamina when we're walking. Also,
There's
we're doing
actually
some Zonide.
something similar to whistle sprinting, where you can just crouch and pull out your sword or whatever at the same time and stand back up, and you can kind of preserve stamina that way, but it's really hard and it saves like no time, so I'm not gonna do it ever.
Yeah. Let's see, we did some Zonai device duplication there, which is where you select like whatever device you want to duplicate while looking at like a wall or an area where they can't spawn in, and then if you sort your inventory and close it at virtually the same time, it will duplicate them. So yeah, we did that just there to get some extra wings.
Why's my cat meowing?
So yeah, this is a milestone jump, which we thankfully didn't die to this time. Yeah, it's basically where you you do a dive and then cancel it by doing like a slam basically, and then you can cancel the slam with a dive again. Like you basically just do the two moves over and over again, and it allows you to move slightly forward while in free fall. And yeah, that's also the only point in the run where they're used, because there aren't many places in the run where we jump from a huge height and land in water. Because soon enough we'll just be able to blast Link off any edge, and it doesn't matter how far we fall, we'll survive anyway.
I'm gonna try this wing drop again, but I do not have very high hopes for getting it. Because it is very difficult.
Oh yeah, we also grabbed some sticks just before this, which will be used for save load transferring later, which is the same reason that we made a save right before the cutscene.
So right there, fucking hell, right there, I just did a wing drop. You just run to the edge of the island, drop the wing so that it like clips the edge and slows down a bit, and it allows you to run on top of it.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a void warp here. So the reason that we want to stay on this wing, even once we've landed, and also spawn another one just over there, is because hopefully once we finish the cutscene, we'll still be stood on the wing, which means we haven't touched the ground since we were up on that big area, which yeah, we managed to do successfully. And then Neil's just going to send Link flying off the edge. And basically the game always remembers the last place that you were grounded. So that was all the way up here, where we got the Purah pad. So it allows us to void warp all the way back up, which saves quite a significant amount of time. See another wing drop there.
So now here I'm just flying over to this cave, because you can like climb all the way up and also get some bombs on the way, which are very helpful. And once you get to the top, it'll be the first shrine.
Yeah, bombs we can attach to our shield, which allows us to do insanely high jumps, which is used for quite a few of the shrines on the Great Sky Island. And there's also some fun strats with bomb arrows as well that we'll see in a bit. So yeah, we're just gonna be climbing this tree here, and then we'll be at the shrine. Yeah, there's not much interesting about the shrine, but I mean it still looks cool if you haven't seen the game before, because you do get an ability from it. That's basically how all of these 4 spoilers shrines work on GSI, is that it teaches you how to use one of the abilities. We 1 hour behind. We're like more like 35 minutes behind schedule, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely the better part of an hour, but I think it's close to 30 minutes. Because this was meant to start at 8:55. Also morning, honey.
So this is the Ascend Shrine, which gives us the ability to ascend, which is just swimming through ceilings with not many limits, really. Like, you can just swim from the very bottom of the world to the very top, basically.
Yeah, we now have the ability to rise, which we'll also rediscover later when we meet Purah for the first time. We're not at ESA, I'm allowed to make that joke this time. Also, yeah, we got the robot to shoot out one of those ropes there to jump the bridge, and then we hit the other one.
Oh shit. That was completely by accident, by the way. Like, the robot shooting that broke.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I was just trying
I
to
know.
avoid
I
it,
know we
and it just shot
tried.
you.
Yeah, I know we tried to do that for a time, but we just ended up getting fucking killed.
Yeah.
So we stopped doing it. But I wasn't sure if we'd like gotten good enough nowadays to like start doing that again.
Yeah, no, that was completely unintentional. But even if it
Fair
was
enough.
possible, it wouldn't even save time because we're like on a cycle for that platform that I just fell off. Anyway.
Yeah, that's
so-
true. So yeah, the first shrine cutscene is unfortunately unskippable. So we'll be watching it in its entirety. But yeah, after this we do have a pretty cool trick coming up. Which is the battery throw. So basically, just off the edge here, there's some water. There's a little Zonai dude who gives us the energy cell, which is what like powers all of the like items that require energy, like all of the Zonai devices,
It's covered by a
like
cloud.
rockets and such. And so yeah, Neil's gonna wait for this cloud to pass, so you can see where he's throwing it. And he's gonna throw this wing orb off the edge, and it should hopefully land next to the Zonai dude. Yeah, and we'll start the cutscene. And it will give us the energy cell without us having to go down there at all. Actually saves like about 20 seconds, so
Yeah, 17.
it's pretty damn worthwhile. Yeah.
And the reason it saves time is because after this shrine, or whichever shrine you do second, you get a 30-second long cutscene which gives you the battery. So just getting it in a different way is just faster.
Yeah. You have a sec, can you DM me what sounds I should have in my stream? Yeah. I can do that right now. Donate.
And now this is the fuse shrine, which just lets you fuse anything basically to your weapon or shield. To like increase the damage or make it do something cool. Like my shield, if I were to use
Yeah.
it, it would shoot fire because it's got a flame emitter on it. But none of that is really used in the run, except for rockets, which you will see later on.
Yeah, we just break through this wall here, and then we have a pretty fun bomb arrow shot here to get this chest to come over to us. But we're gonna duplicate the bombs first. So yeah, we're currently doing sword item duplication, which is basically you want to put Link into a state where he can't carry an item, for instance, shield jumping. And then you basically do the same inputs that we did for Zonai item duplication. You like sort your inventory and close it around the same time, and it will drop the items on the floor and try to put them in your hand, but because it can't put them in your hand, it'll return it to your inventory. So it duplicates them. And yeah, we have to wait for this door to open. And also, yeah, we do some bomb jumps here to get past the walls. We can just break through them, but it's still fast to just bounce straight over them. And since we have infinite bomb flowers, the only thing that we really have to worry about is shield durability, which won't matter anyway, because we'll be getting a much better shield soon enough. So yeah, normally we'd get a... Okay. Yeah, normally we'd be getting a cutscene there about the energy cell. Also, yeah, now we're doing the a bomb jump wing drop, which kind of does what it says on the tin. You do a bomb jump and then you do a mid-air wing drop by spawning the wing and then yeah, landing on it. Just so we can cross this lake, because you can't swim across it. You don't have the stamina for it. Yeah, we also turned the wing into a bit of a raft for the end of that.
And so now I just got some, what's it called? Choo-choo jelly? Something like
Choo-choo
that.
jelly.
And that will allow me to make some speed food with the next ingredient that I'm about to grab in a second. And yeah, it just lets me run like 1.5 times faster or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it makes us noticeably faster. Also, good morning, Masha. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, now we're massacring a frog for the same reason as why we got the choo-choo jelly. And we're also going to grab this ancient arowana, which allows us to get the Zora armor later when we're doing the water quest. Neil's kind of quiet. Yeah, you might want to turn yourself up again then.
Yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, now we're cooking some speed food. Hoping for a crit cook, but because this is a marathon, we probably won't get one. Because RNG is anything that you have a chance of doing is noticeably lower during marathon settings. But yeah, a crit cook basically increases the duration of a potion. It's basically just you get a chance at getting a longer duration. But yeah, we didn't get it there because the game hates us.
It's also like a very low chance. Like I
Yeah.
hardly ever get a crit. But that's only because I'm using frogs and choo-choo jelly. Like if I use the what's it called, the Fleet Lotus seeds,
Yeah.
then the chance is way higher. But that's amiibo. I don't do amiibo anymore. Okay, I've turned myself up a bit. Hopefully that's better. And I hope my controller spamming is not that loud.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. I watched back the zombies run, and you could just hear my keyboard the entire time. So now I'm about to do a glitch that I don't fully understand, but I know how to do it, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, we have like a full like write-up on this, which I can read out while Neil's doing this. So what we're doing right now is save load transferring. If you bomb jump to a specific spot within the shrine, it basically shares the same coordinates with the spot where we saved just before the intro cutscene, which means if we do, so we do the save load transfer by dropping a stick, switching to the other file, dropping the... See, I've already lost myself. I'm just gonna read the whole thing out. If we do the save load transfer by dropping one stick, switching to the other, dropping the stick and then loading the save, it will put the stick in the same coordinates but in the other save file. The reason we do this is because picking up the stick in the prologue gives you access to the inventory, so you're able to drop the MNF, which is message not found, which is basically just like a broken version of the Master Sword, which allows you to do the same save load transference to put the MNF back into the shrine so that you can pick it up in the main file and finish the shrine as normal. And the reason that we want this version of the Master Sword is because it's unbreakable. And we'll be using another glitch later on, and combining the two to basically do a metric fuck ton of damage. But we'll explain that later. And I won't mess up the math this time like I did live at ESO.
But yeah, that was the third of the 4 shrines that you're doing on GSI. It gave us the Ultra Hand ability, didn't even use it in the shrine, because it's kind of shit. But yeah, now that we've done the first 3, we can attempt to open the door of that building right there, and fail, basically. And then, after that, we can do the final shrine and complete GSI.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying that the game basically forces you to fail opening the door. Like, even though we know that we can't leave yet, it doesn't matter, because the game wants us to go and try at least.
Yeah, and like the shrine, I ran past the shrine earlier actually, right at the start, after I did cog skip, and the shrine is just like deactivated, like you can't interact with it in any way until you attempt to open this door over here.
Yeah, because the game doesn't expect you to be able to get up there until you have recall. But funnily enough, you can, 1, get up there using Ascend, and 2, you can just do cog skip and get up there doing, like, using no rune at all.
And so yeah, that right there, this cutscene is what gives me Ascend, instead of the usual, like, start of a shrine. And Rory is about to appear and tell me how useful this ability will be, and then I'm just gonna not use it.
Yeah, we really do rarely use recall throughout the run.
I think it's literally just in the recall shrine, if I...
It might be. I think it's just one of those abilities where the only time that it's useful is when the game, like, forces you to use it.
I mean, I think in any percent they don't even use it in the shrine, because they can do arrow flight, which is like a completely different glitch that I am bad at. But yeah, they can basically just fly to the end of the shrine. And so right there, Rory just gave me the ability to fast travel, which is kind of funny because that, like, fast travel spot that I just went to is supposed to activate when you open the door in the Room of Awakening, which I didn't do because I skipped it using cog skip. Like this thing right in front of me I was supposed to interact with, but I never did. Wow, that was interesting.
Yeah, that's the Ascend way of getting up there. So Neil was gonna use a bomb jump, but yeah, as a backup, you can just use Ascend and go through the ceiling. So it's actually kind of impressive how synced you are with the notes right now in terms of time. Yeah. Like I could have read off the like sentence about the recall shrine at what? Aw, damn.
It's not that bad. Also, my shield is more damage than it should be right now, which is kind of weird. But that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, so if you do the shrine fast enough, you can actually finish you can do the end puzzle without using, oh, well, I mean, you can do it anyway. But,
yeah, that cycle
yeah.
just allowed me to do it.
Yeah, so like, if you do it fast enough, you're also on a cycle where you can, yeah, just use Ultra Hand. I really need to find out how to turn off goddamn live notifications on Twitch. Because the one limitation of the way that I'm streaming this is that you get all my live notifications.
Oh my god, Tippy's live.
I should just sit here with my mouse like hovering over it like I'm playing Duck Hunt. just to,
my
just
God.
to close the thing immediately.
I forgot to press the button, so I just landed and then opened the perp pad, which is very slow, but that's okay.
Also, yeah, the reason that we walked outside there before warping, it seems like we just walked there for no reason, but it actually loads the rest of the Great Sky Island faster than it would load it if you walked, and it tried to load it in, like, during the actual loading screen. So, yeah. It actually saves time to just do that little bit of walking. What's Neil's PB? I'm not actually sure if I know that. It's probably a you question.
2:45. Why did I do that? 2:45. 15. I don't know. Something like that. Or is it 2:44? I don't know. It's my last PB was in October, so I don't remember.
I'm gonna take a look. It is. Oh my god, how many subcategories? It's a 2:45:20 according to SLC.
So I wasn't actually supposed to do this bomb fuse, but I think it's okay. I can just remove the fuse. I should actually dupe 2 more because I've now lost 2 bombs more than I should have. So I'm just gonna do that right after this cutscene.
Yeah, thankfully whenever we need more of an item in this game, we can just duplicate it.
Welcome to my casual playthrough.
Welcome to the TOTK All Dungeons Let's Play. And there we go, that's GSI done. But you can just see the wing just gliding off into the distance. So we're warping to Anissa here, I think literally just because it's closer to where we're trying to go.
Yeah, but also, actually, the island that we're gonna go to, it's literally just as fast to fly a wing from where we just were, like, instead of where I'm warping to, but it's a bit harder. So, this is just the easier way to go.
Yeah. Also, while we're flying here, we're going to be damaging our boulder stick down to 1 durability. The reason that we want to do this will be explained later, but it's important. That's all you need to know.
I will not be doing the full damage cancel this time.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we did go for the swag at ESA with the full damage cancel, but I think for the sake of the estimate,
Okay,
we'll,
never mind, I have to do
we'll
it.
keep it. Oh, okay. Well, Godspeed,
There we
Spider-Man.
go. I did it.
My go.
I fucked up, so I had to do it that time. But it worked out.
Swag by force. So yeah, we're gonna grab a fairy and a Zonai charge here, and then we're gonna duplicate the ever-living shit out of them. Duplicating fairies, as you can imagine, if you've played a Zelda game before, fairies basically make you unkillable. So you can imagine what having an infinite number of those does. It literally just means it is, I think, actually just completely impossible for us to die for the rest of the run, for as long as we have those. We can
has
like
happened to me
fall
once
out.
before,
Also, yeah,
though.
we.
Like I ran out and then
Yeah.
died in army too.
Also, yeah, we just did a fuse entanglement, which is basically if you bring up the button to bring up the ability wheel, it has like a little bit of delay before actually coming up. So if you hold the button and then press ZL to fuse to your shield right at the last second, it will do like a pseudo fuse basically, where the game thinks it's stuck to your shield, but it's also on the floor. And this allows us to do what Neil's doing right now. And the only reason that we fuse it to our stick afterwards is just so the rocket keeps rendered in. Because if it unloads, then we won't be able to use it anymore. So yeah, it's a very useful glitch for getting around. And now we're going to be acquiring auto build. Unfortunately, we do not have Tim Cario with us today to explain why this rune is useful. So unfortunately, you're going to get an actual explanation of how it works. But we'll get to that in a second once we've warped back up to the main island.
But yeah, this is the most overpowered ability in the game, and you're supposed to be getting it way later on in the playthrough when it actually tells you how to get it, or where to find it. But I just already know where it is, so I can go there straight after GSI. And just get it straight away.
Yeah, one of the really fun things about speedrunning Zelda games is that a lot of, like, progression in the game is locked behind simply knowing things. Which I think is a really cool, like, design feature.
Yeah.
Like, that if you play the game for a second time, you can play it completely differently to how you did the first time, just by merit of knowing more about the game. But yeah, it does allow for things like that, like getting a late game rune, basically like right after finishing the tutorial. And yeah, now we're going to be doing some auto build cancel sliding, also referred to as ABCS. So what you want to do is you bring up the structure menu. Well, we need to build the structure first so that the game actually remembers it. But once we've done that, we can bring up the structure menu, select the structure that we've made, and bring the menu back up at the same time. And then when we select the build, it will float in front of us in a weird state, and we can use that to do this. So basically the way that this works is that the game, when it's floating the structure in front of you, is constantly trying to move it away from Link if you walk towards it. But if we use a third wing to push it towards us, we can stand on it. And it's basically a perpetual cycle of the game is trying to move the object away from you while you're stood on it. And it allows you to gain a disgusting amount of speed, which we'll be using to cross most big distances for the rest of the run. If not all big distances for the rest of the run. So yeah, that's auto build cancel sliding.
And this is my favorite NPC in the game.
B1 Pura.
Yes.
Also, yeah, you may have noticed that we just absolutely smashed into the floor after doing that ABCS. That's because we are now practically invincible, due to having as many fairies as we do.
Wow, I did not think that worked.
Yeah, like I said, most big distances in the game will be covered by ABCS from the spawn onwards. Let's see, we're going to be landing next to Haas here. And then we're going to be doing a little bit of duplication, because Haas actually hasn't loaded in yet. And he sometimes... those Zonite charges went everywhere. Yeah, he sometimes takes a little bit to load in, so we just do a teensy bit of duping beforehand.
Yeah, like opening the menu and like dropping an item or switching a weapon reloads the world around you, so it just instantly spawns Haas in.
So, oh my god, it's Zelda.
Oh my god. Where'd she go?
It's definitely Zelda, guys. Trust me.
So there, I just ate another speed food, literally just for that wing drop. That's the only use for that speed food. Because all the rest of my movement from now is like basically just ABCS and pocket rocket. So yeah, that's 5 minutes of speed food, literally just for 2 seconds of use. I mean, I guess it's kind of used in the small bits where I'm running, but it doesn't save like that much to be worth cooking, I don't think. But the wing drop does.
Also, yeah, speaking about items that we can get much earlier than intended purely by knowing where they are, we are going to be getting the Hylian shield here. Because it's literally just right here. And there's meant to be like a whole quest that tells you where it is and stuff like that. But if you know where it is, you can just go and grab it.
And it's locked behind an incredibly difficult challenge.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing another ABCS here.
Well, these ABCSs are scaring me today. The camera's bugging out, and it feels like it's about to break, but it's somehow not.
But again. I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
Like, I'm flying sideways right now. What is going on?
Bro's styling.
Oh yeah, also by
So now
landing
we're
on my
gonna-
shield, it cancels the like falling, like landing animation, and saves like a couple seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, we're talking to Purr real quick, and then we're gonna do another fun glitch. Actually, 2 fun glitches.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of talking to be done here. I should probably start waffling now, and just leave you to do the the trick.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna be doing Zugling first, which is where we use the ability wheel to open the map, and then spam left D-pad to bring up either the shields or the weapons menu, which in this case it'll be shields. Then we drop the shield, and then switch to another, which duplicates the item.
Oh shit. Wow, I got an old wooden shield.
Pegman. So yeah, I think we... Is this to duplicate the Hylian shield, or...?
Both to duplicate the Hylian shield and because it makes WST work.
Ah, I see. So yeah, WST, also known as weapon state transfer,
First try.
is basically... Neil got it first try, which is really good. So by standing in this specific spot and dropping and equipping the shields and weapons in the order that he does, it transfers the durability of the stick to the MNF. And basically what this does, the MNF is a variant of the Master Sword that has a flag set that makes it unbreakable. And if you've played a Zelda game before, or at least Breath of the Wild or TOTK, you will remember that on the last hit, it will always do double damage. So we now have a Master Sword that is on 1 durability, but can't be broken. So it will infinitely do that double damage at the end of its life. And yeah, now we're doing some more Zuggling, which basically puts 8 of these Master Swords in our hand. So the Master Sword normally does 30 damage, but since it is on 1 durability and it's unbreakable, it does double that, which is 60. And then we have 8 of them, which means that we do 480 damage, and then there's another 30 for some reason, I think. I can't remember what that's for though.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I wrote that shit a while ago.
Yeah, basically we do about 500 damage every time we hit something with this sword, which, as you can imagine, it makes short work of a lot of enemies and bosses. The only downside to this glitch is that the swords are now stuck to Link's hand for the rest of the run. So if you're listening to the audio on the stream right now, you will probably hear the Master Sword constantly buzzing. That's not gonna go away. So get used to it. Thankfully, I don't have to listen to it because I don't have game audio on. I'm just listening to lo-fi.
There is actually a mod that gets rid of that sound that someone made, but it's not allowed for actual runs.
Yeah, I can imagine why. I mean, you zone it out after a while. It's not exactly an annoying noise. It's just constantly there. So now we have to do this little cutscene here to unlock our first tower. Because we can't talk to Purah again later if we don't do this. Also, yeah, the Master Sword hilt is like stuck in the parapet for that cutscene. There is a lot of very funny cutscenes since they're all played in game. The Master Sword is always stuck to Link's hand during them, which yeah, leads to some pretty funny results. So yeah, we just come immediately back down to the ground here. And then talk to Purah.
Yes.
Yeah, she now tells us where all 4 dungeons are. Manages to leave out the 5th one. Yeah, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't played this game. There are 5 dungeons.
And we'll be doing the 5th one first.
Yeah,
One that you
that
forgot
is
to tell
also
us
true. another case of, well, I say another case of purely being able to do things early because of knowledge. Knowledge is not the only reason that we're able to do that dungeon early.
Yeah.
There is also a little bit of silliness involved, which yeah, we'll get to when we get there. But yeah, first we're flying over to Goron City to start the quest line and also open up a shrine so that we can walk back here later.
Oh, there's a dragon. I don't remember the names, but the fire one is there.
Yeah, I don't remember the names of the dragons either. I just know the name of the dragon.
I fused to the correct shield that time. Let's go.
Huge news. So yeah, we did another fuse entanglement there for the same reasons as before. Also, yeah, this is a Panic Blood Moon.
No idea why that happens. It's just once you go to one of the major like areas, like the towns, the game freaks out and gives you a blood moon animation without, or cutscene without actually giving the blood moon itself. As you can see, it's still a white moon.
So yeah, now we're just starting the quest line here,
I forgot to split
and then we
again.
will, then we'll immediately bugger off to Zora's domain to do basically the exact same thing. Just start the quest line, get a shrine that we can warp to, and then just leave immediately. Basically, they tell us about their problems, and then we wait like another hour to solve them.
Yeah, and the problem in Goron City is that everybody's getting high as fuck on these rocks,
Yeah.
and they can't be having that. And Yunobo is like dealing them to everyone. So we
Yeah.
have to like stop Yunobo from being a drug dealer and also get everybody off the drugs.
Yeah,
As you see, this
basically
guy on the
like
left is munching.
bro is so spaced out. Yeah, basically the plot of Goron City is the same as Breaking Bad, and Unibo's Walter White.
Yeah, and the two like little Gorons are both Jesse Pinkman. And my AVCS is about to break in about 3 seconds. Or not? Wow, that's surprising. That AVCS
Bro's got
breaks
plot armor.
like 60% of the time, or 70% even. Yeah, I got here so fast that Zora's domain was not loaded in. And this statue, there it is. Well, not the statue, the sludge is there at least. You can clean it before talking to... What's her name? The green fish? But...
It's Yona, I
Yona,
think.
Yeah. You can clean it before talking to her, but it actually saves a couple seconds to clean it after talking to her for the first time and then talk to her again. Because it instantly cuts to that cutscene of like showing the clean statue rather than doing a black fade out. I don't know why it does it that way, but it saves time, so.
It'd be really funny if like cleaning off the statue before talking to Yona just like soft locked the game or something. Like they just didn't think about the fact that you might clear the sludge beforehand.
That would be the case if it was developed by Treyarch.
Yeah, true. Shoutouts to our zombies run earlier in this marathon, where we experienced a glitch that I have only seen once before in 2,000 hours of gameplay. I love running things for marathons. Nothing ever goes wrong.
I'm not actually supposed to be holding onto a wing right now, but it should be fine. It was not fine. Oh well.
Narrator. So yeah, the reason that we're just like turning on these shrines but not going in them is because we can then use them as warp points. Thankfully you don't have to finish a shrine to be able to warp to it. Yeah, we have the longest panning cutscene ever.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be showing me. Is it like showing all the sludge, or is it showing me the stairs? I have no
God
idea.
knows.
I never read dialogue when I play games anyway, even casually. I just skip through
Neither.
it.
Yeah, listen, if I wanna play something for plot, I'll go watch a movie instead. I am here to game.
Maybe that's why it was so hard to find out, like, where the king was and stuff.
Yeah,
It probably told
maybe
us,
it's
but
actually
we just don't read
yeah.
it.
Yeah, maybe it's actually just our fault that we sucked as casual players. Yeah, I do miss playing this game casually.
Yeah, it was so fun.
I miss the Wednesday.
Yeah.
We when this game came out, we all got in a voice call together and got drunk and just played this game. And I spent, no joke, an hour
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to work out the solution to one of the like fucking easiest shrines in the game. At least
so
the
funny now.
speedruns, because
Yeah, all shrines now, that shrine's like 20 seconds.
yeah. Because you can literally just bomb arrow the thing that you're meant to hit with the ball.
You don't even have to turn it around either. Like, you know how the target is facing the other way? You
Yeah.
can just shoot a bomb at the back of it, and it's done.
Yeah, I remember I felt like such a moron when, like, I can't remember who it was. It might have been you, like, came into the shrine and solved it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was me.
But yeah. Good times.
I know this game sucks.
Yeah. These fucking kids and their zuggles and stick clips. Grr. Really mad.
Are we being called gay in the chat right now?
It appears a waffler has joined us in the chat room.
Oh, yep. Well, I mean, they're right about the first one.
Yeah.
I'm going the complete wrong direction.
Where is bro going?
He stole my wing!
What a prick.
No, fuck. I was gonna say I'm gonna die, but I can't die. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
be made to drop my wing again, which is annoying.
You are getting beast moded by
I'm
this
getting so fucked.
fucking
Okay,
rope.
going down here.
I love how that short fall actually would have killed you if you didn't have a fairy.
Hello, pick up, please. Okay, crisis averted. Can't believe I just got robbed by his own eye.
Yeah, the fact that he stole your wing is actually comical. Like, he could have just like shot you or something, but he like actually took away the thing that we needed.
The split would be done by now, but I got robbed instead.
You can't have shit
Where?
in GSI.
Am I? What the fuck? Am I up? Oh, I'm too high. Okay. I was on the complete wrong cloud.
Where is bro? You'll seem like you're having an amazing time. This game is just funny.
Oh, I'm about to get
There's
struck by
some-
lightning. Never mind, I'm fine.
So much stupid dog shit happens in this game. It's just so fun. Alright, so now we're gonna be doing a stick flip, which has a chance to crash the game.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Basically, yeah, basically, we
There's an
wanna
instruction
like
in
auto
that.
build cancel.
Never mind, I'm fine.
Oh god. Yeah, so we auto build cancel the stick through the wall, and then we mount it, and we can basically use that to clip. That's a very simple explanation of how it works, but yeah. 2.1k. Yeah, the donations have been absolutely insane. Shoutouts to fucking Panzer. Like, look at
Yeah,
the bottom of the
Panzer's a
screen
fucking
right
goat.
now. it's just all Panzer. Yeah, shoutouts to everybody who's donated. It's been really cool to see people coming out in support. Also, yeah, the reason that we're fusing, that we're sticking the mask to a rocket here, is not because the rocket's going to actually do anything. It just turns it into a structure, which means that we can use ABCS to basically just have the mask follow us to where we need to go,
It
rather
also
than
means
like.
I can set up another fucking rocket down here.
Yeah, true. Okay, there is a use to the rocket then. My bad. Also, yeah, this is the first time you get to see the sheer power that that the MNF has. Like, we completely murder that Lionel.
Yep, that Lionel used to take 20 minutes back in the day. Now it takes like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Back in the day, that Lionel used to be like the scariest part of the run, because we didn't have fairies and we didn't have super overpowered weapons. We literally just had to do it. We literally just had to do it raw. So, yeah. I'll say we're also going to be doing an unknown item duplication here. Basically, the way it works is that we pick up an item for the first time. We unequip our current bow, pick up the Lionel bow, and then we open up the inventory, sort our inventory, and equip the wooden bow, and then we drop it. And if you do that in that order, it will duplicate the bow. Like, the wooden bow that you drop onto the ground will become a Lionel bow. Also, yeah, we're getting a topaz here. Mostly because it's super overpowered for killing enemies later. And Royal Halberd, I think for Ganon? Or is that a different spear that we use for Ganon?
Yeah, we got another Royal Halberd for Ganon, but this one is for basically just all the other bosses.
I see.
Well, for this boss and the next boss. The rest are like... Actually... Yeah, basically, just for this and the next boss.
Yeah. Also, the reason that spears are really nice is because their flurry rushes are super powerful. And since, even though we're using the Royal Halberd, we still have all the damage from the Zuggle MNF. So we basically get spear flurry rushes with all of the damage that we already had, which is really good for boss fights.
Yeah, and also having a Zuggled sword while using a spear allows you to do double hits, which is like you swing twice and like the tip of the spear will hit them and then the tip of the sword will hit them, so it does twice the amount of damage again. And I think maybe the Zuggle makes the spear do the same amount as the swords, I'm not sure, but I just know that it does an insane amount more damage by doing double hits.
Yeah, basically it's overpowered as shit.
Yeah.
is what all of this, is what all of this explanation basically leads to say.
Holy shit, I made a Beyblade.
It went all the way over. Jesus. Let it rip.
So this is Minoru. She's gonna ask me to rebuild her robot body, because she was a bit of a dumbass and put them in 4 different buildings, like miles apart from each other.
My name is Minoru.
But
I am the
yeah.
Sage of Spirit. I am happy you have arrived. At last we can speak with each other. Unfortunately,
Yeah, thankfully
I no
Fuse
longer have
Entanglement
a body.
is very nice for this section.
Without a physical form, we cannot yet speak face to face.
But yeah, this is
Do you see
one
the
of
4
the
storehouses in
more
the air?
boring parts of the run.
Yeah. But as of somewhat recently, well, like quite a few months ago now at this
I
point,
would
but
ask you to visit each of them
in
and
terms of,
assemble a
like,
body for me.
how many runs I've done since it's been a thing, it's kind of recent. you can now basically skip
This is
any
not
of
the place
these
for you, Link. Loyal swordsman
like
to
part
Zelda.
depots by just jamming the door so that it doesn't close, which is useful for 2 of the 4 depots. And the only reason it's not done in the first one is because I need to get rockets here, and then the second one we use it, the third one we use it, and then the fourth one is just too short for it to be worth. And so here we're doing some gambling to hopefully get a rocket. There's a small chance that I don't get one, but I did. So that is nice. I actually got 2.
I love gambling.
I still have rocket fuel. I do. What is going on?
So we're doing Fuse Entanglement here, and then ABC in order to basically allow us to just drag the part back to Minaret.
Yeah, since ABC was a thing, this got so much easier, like to do the depots,
Yeah.
because before we used to just carry them around with Ultra Hand, and
Yeah.
it was not fun.
Yeah, I remember those days. It's so painful having to like actually do this the casual way. Like every game just has that one part of it that is just a massive pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And that is this for TOTK. So yeah, this is the thing that Neil was talking about.
So yeah,
Keep
I
the
just
door open.
fuse entangle a wing to my shield so that it's like connected to Link in a way, and so when it's in the gate during this cutscene, the game can't do anything to it, because like if it wasn't fuse entangled, the game would just delete the item, but since it's connected to Link, it can't do that obviously because Link is important, and so it just stays there and blocks the door. And because I dropped my shield before, I can just pick it back up because the rocket did not get unloaded, so I can still use this. Because usually if you switch your shield away and then switch back, you can't use the pocket rocket anymore because the rocket got unloaded from the world. And so now, hopefully, I can dupe without any problems this time. It's caused me a lot of problems at ESA. Okay, there we go.
So yeah, now we have 2 out of 4 of Minera's body parts.
Oh, that's this one. It's kind of hard to figure out which one's which when you have both of them there, because both of the spots light up. But
Yeah.
That's one. Bring the other 3 here as well.
Ram it and pray it works.
And that's another part. 2 left.
Yeah. Now we head over to the next 2. One of them we're going to be doing the fuse entanglement again to keep the door open, and then the other one, the puzzle is really easy. So we just do it the regular way.
I just got launched.
Boing. It's kind of unfortunate that Spirit Temple is so early in the run now. Like at least back in the day, you only had to play it if you were on like PB pace.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas now it's literally the first dungeon that you do. Yeah, Fuse Entanglement again. And then we will drag this over to the other depot. Also, yeah, the best way to change your direction in the air is to just pull out a bow and aim wherever you want to face and just turn Link.
And this is the depot that I still don't know how to finish casually. Because it literally makes no fucking sense. But
Yeah, neither. Yeah, I even in my casual, I did not do this casually.
I just stuck loads of
Yes,
wheels
there
together
are-
and then the part at the end, and then just like made a bridge basically.
I think I did the same, but I didn't make a bridge. I just turned the like part. I put it on like the top of a massive pole of wheels, and then just leant it up against the wall, and then just we climbed up the ladder and grabbed it.
Yeah,
I think
it's
before we
weird.
knew about, ABCS, in runs, I literally just attached a rocket to it and sent it flying up into the ceiling and then caught it before it hit the ground.
One more left, Link. Body for my spirit is
I
nearly
think what you're
complete.
supposed to do
You
is
should-
like build
yeah.
some kind of vehicle out of it with the wheels and make it go across the electric pole somehow.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know how to do that. And
Yeah.
I've never seen it done.
Yeah. The old strats for Spirit Temple used to be so goofy. Like we used to use rockets everywhere basically, just like really precisely placed rockets to
Now only
launch
one task
the
remains.
body parts around.
We must recover my secret stone.
Also, yeah, now the game wants us to walk
Should
with
be
Minoru
located here.
all the way to the Spirit Temple.
Please, Link.
We
Let's
don't
go
have to
together.
walk with her, but we do have to get on her back at least once to activate her. I learned the hard way that that's the case. Lost a speedrun to it because I didn't get on Minoru's back first and just left. But yeah, while we're on Minoru's back, we can do some duping because, like shield jumps and stuff like that, Minoru's back does count as a place where Link can't carry an item. So yeah,
Now hurry, Link. We must recover my secret stone.
it's also actually faster because you don't have to do a shield jump every time. You can just pause and do the dupe, and then just pause again.
I never actually know what I'm duping here, so I just dupe some random shit. I'm a professional speedrunner.
5th place, by the way.
And so now that I've gotten on Minoru's back, she's like just acting as normal and will follow me wherever I go, basically. Unless I go too far away from like the mission area. She will yell at me and say, "You're going too far. I'm just gonna stay here." But if I just go all the way to where the game wants me to be, and then like lock my camera in this position, she should be right behind me. And
Placing
start
all those
running away
markers
from
is
me.
a very yeah, placing all of those markers is actually necessary to get Minoru to spawn. It's really weird the way this game's like companion AI works.
Yeah, as you will see in Water Temple, there's some goofy strats to get the like AI to come to you faster. And here is a great example of not having any way to speed up the AI. I just stand here until she decides to show up. There she is.
Yeah, this used to be the place. This used to be the biggest pain in the ass was in the Water Temple, with Sidon.
Yeah.
Sidon used to be a massive dick,
He would kill
and
runs.
just yeah, he would literally kill runs just because he decided to take 2 minutes to show up where you were stood. So yeah.
But now, thanks to ZFG, we have some strats to make Sidon go faster.
Yeah. Yeah, now we have the Seas Construct fight. Pretty cool fight in design, but in the speedrun it's very much blink and you'll miss it. It's actually a strat that Neil found, because he was the first person to test this route with the Royal Halberd. And yeah, normally the game tries to tries to force you to be on Minoru, but because we have fairies, the flaw doesn't damage us, so we can just stay in our regular form.
Yeah, and just before the fight, I ate a speed food so I can run up to this guy a bit faster. Why do I have 3 horns? I don't know. And to do this.
Yes, we shoot the bomb arrow to stun him, and then we do a flurry rush, which almost instantly ends the phase.
Yeah, the hitbox is a bit weird, so sometimes it doesn't instantly end, but if it goes well, it does that a lot faster. Like, the health bar just almost instantly goes down to halfway.
There you go, that's the fight. 2 flurry rushes, basically. And 2 bomb arrows. And yeah, since we have fairies, we don't have to grab the heart containers. Normally, you, like, back in the day, we did grab these, purely because you needed 10 hearts to unlock the Spirit Temple. But now that we have the stick clip, and we have fairies, we have literally no need for extra hearts. So we don't grab them. So we're just gonna do a fuse entanglement, and then finish the dungeon.
And then this is the most annoying like sequence of dialogue and cutscenes, because it's just going back and forth between cutscene dialogue, and it's hard to know which to spam next.
Long ago. Aha. Well then.
Yeah, the rest of the run goes much faster from this point onwards in terms of dungeons. Because obviously we spend like the first 35 minutes in GSI. So, yeah. Things start to pick up now. So yeah, one thing that we're going to grab before we leave is an ancient blade, which basically the way it functions, if you put it on the end of an arrow and then shoot something, it will insta-kill it so long as it's not a boss. Like, it will insta-kill anything that doesn't have a health bar at the top of the screen. So yeah, they are pretty damn useful, and we can also duplicate them. So yeah, that helps for the Hyrule Castle section later in the run. Also, I'm sorry, Lemon Tart. Hex is not here. Actually, he might be lurking, but yeah,
Unfortunately,
it's
it's
stuck with
just
us.
And so here I'm just gonna shoot this water arrow into this water droplet and spawn a beacon in the sky to I don't know, for Sidon to do something with it later.
Another really intuitive casual section of the game.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't have to look up a walkthrough for this. Got Tears Cam fumbling around like a moron the whole time. Enjoy it. This game is really fun casually.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my top like casual experiences in games.
Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, this game might have been my best casual experience. This game is amazing casually. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
And I don't really play many casual games really, so it'd probably be my best as well.
And yeah, neither. I'm too much of a degenerate speedrunner nowadays to play most stuff casually.
Like even with pennies, I kind of just tried to finish it as fast as I could, just to
Yeah,
get
same.
through. Which is probably why I have no idea where any of the collectibles are. And it's take like 10 minutes trying to find one of them.
Yeah.
So this is the Sludge Like. It's I have no idea what this thing is, but yeah, we're supposed to use Sidon's ability here, but I can actually just shoot a water arrow at it and then one tap it like that.
Literally just dies in one hit.
So here we get the infamous Sidon shake in a second,
Yeah.
where he just shakes for
The-
like 10 seconds.
The awkward cutscene.
There it is.
Bro's getting there.
There we go. It's also kind of funny because he's like, I'm giving this place to you to look after while I'm gone, but he's gonna be gone for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, like if that.
Probably.
So,
Yeah,
this
actually
is
way less.
this is where the ancient arowana comes in. So we're meant to go on a whole quest to find the fish, but since we grabbed it right at the start of the run, we can just instantly get the Zora armor. And yeah, we just equip it instantly.
And actually, fun fact, the well at the top of these stairs has ancient arowanas in it. Which I had to Google to find that out in my
I
casual
did
playthrough.
not know that. I knew they were on GSI. That was where I went to get them in my casual playthrough. So now we're heading to this rock over here, because Sidon's over here. And it'll just start a cutscene when we land and talk to him.
We actually did used to get the ancient arowana from that well, like at one very small point in the run's history.
Yeah.
Because we can actually skip the waterfall that's about to appear, not now, but after I do the thingy. We used to be able to skip swimming up the waterfall by just warping up to the shrine. But that's slow now, so we don't do it anymore.
Yeah, like we could avoid using the waterfalls if we really wanted to, but it's just not fast to do so.
Yeah, and the only reason is literally because in Gerudo Town you have to have a shirt on or they'll kick you out. So the shirt we use is the Zora armor.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That is a
Please
really
let me up.
unfortunate time.
No.
You won't be able to climb it. It's slippery. Casual playthrough, I guess. Yeah, another fuse entanglement there before we finish the reservoir section.
So yeah, here's the waterfall that just appeared for some reason. This is what we could skip, technically, if we really wanted to. By, like, when I flew over to Zora's Domain earlier on in the run, I could just fly up to the water temple and activate a shrine and then drop down to Zora's Domain. But that's like a 30-second detour, or maybe more. So now that I'm in low gravity, I can just do the pocket rockets, like, further between, like with more time between them, and fly way higher.
Yeah, we used to, what is it? We used to have some really fun strats to get up here by attaching a rocket to a pot and hitting it. But and then doing a like shield rocket after that, and the low that combined with the low gravity just got you so much height. But yeah, nowadays we just have pocket rocket.
I would definitely say that, like, the old Engines was a bit cooler in some places, but significantly slower.
Yeah, sometimes sometimes it's a bit of a blessing and a curse when like a new big piece of tech comes along that's like applicable all throughout the run, because it's like, yeah, it's cool, but it also takes a lot of like variety of strats out.
Yeah.
Because like before we had fuse entanglement, a lot of the ways that we used to get to places was semi-interesting.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's, yeah, we just pocket rocket everywhere.
But, I mean, pocket rocket saves so much time, so...
Yeah, I mean, it cuts out some fun, unique strats, but it also cuts out some really boring sections of movement at the same time.
Yeah. The same with ABCS. Back at the start of all dungeons, we would just warp to GSI and then just ride a wing to wherever we want to go, which was very slow.
Yeah.
Cherished kin, this is the source of the pure waters of Zora's Domain. Use your power to turn on the 4 faucets and you can collect water here. Heed my words.
So yeah, this temple used to be one of the most annoying, just based on Sidon's AI, but now it's actually pretty cool. So yeah, first we use bullet time to hit this first thing. We actually hit the lever before the sludge is even fully cleared off. There's like still a few particle effects left. And then yeah, we want to stand on top of this thing so that Sidon will come over here. Clueless. There he is.
Faster than time, I guess,
Yeah. Yeah, it's still a bit temperamental, even though we have strats now to help with it.
There is actually a way to skip this puzzle that I'm doing right now, but it's somehow slower. So, yeah, we just do the puzzle. If Sidon would like to show up, there was like an ascend where you could just go to the bottom of the thing. I thought I missed. You could go to the bottom of the thing and just ascend in, but because of how long it takes Sidon to get to, it's slower that way than just doing the puzzle. The only reason I killed that choo-choo right there is literally just because Sidon starts fighting it and won't come to me once I'm inside. And yeah, like I don't even need the choo-choo jelly or anything. It's just because Sidon just loves fighting things and will not stop. Like, he will not stop fighting to come to you or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately we can't leave the cage there, otherwise the door will close, because we ascended into it and then the door opened just because it knew we were in there and didn't want us to be trapped. But if we were to leave that area, the door would close again. So we had to wait for Sidon to come over to us instead of going over to him, which would be faster in theory, because Sidon moves like a slug. Yeah, we're actually going to be doing pretty much the exact same thing again, just ascending at a specific spot.
And
but we do have to do a...
use throwing the wings for the second time in the run, which is... It's kind of interesting that throwing Zonai devices is used twice. To press that button to get rid of the fire so that Sidon will come down here. Even though he teleports in, he can't get in despite the fire being there.
Yeah.
That is Water Temple. But now, we need to go spawn the boss. Once Bro stops waffling.
Let's rock that chest.
That was actually a pretty good water temple, like in terms of relation to my gold.
Yeah, it's solid.
There goes my rocket. If I still had my rocket on there, that would have been a one hit to end the phase. But 2 hits isn't enough. Okay, I was just too far from Muktarok, so just the tip of my spear was hitting him instead of the spear and the sword.
Again. So yeah, completely ignoring the HUD again. Just fusing, tangling a rocket, and then finishing the dungeon. And now we have a long ass cutscene.
Yep, like 3 minutes.
So, yeah, if you want to go grab a snack, now is the time to do so. Also, long ass loading screens as well.
Yep.
Like 30-second load for a cutscene that we skip after 2 seconds. We just get stuck in another load.
And then some dialogue of some fucking fish getting married or something.
Yeah, it's like, who
I've seen this
asked?
so many times, man. I don't care. I think there's about a minute left. I think it ends at 2:45 on the split, and we're at 2:04 now. So, almost there.
I hit a piss. You had 3 minutes. You could have gone for one and missed.
Could have gone a break.
Absolutely nothing. I could have gone at lunchtime.
Okay, it's 2:35, close enough.
Also, hi Emily. Hope you're doing good.
Thank you for the good luck. I'm gonna need it on this duping section, because I suck at duping. Because it may seem easy, but pressing 2 buttons at the exact same time is actually kind of difficult. Because I think it's like a couple frame window that you can press them within each other. So it's actually
Amen.
pretty difficult. And I have to do it like 50
Yeah,
times here.
It's one of those things where like it seems easy to press 2 buttons on the same frame, especially if you're pressing them with like the same like finger, basically, or I guess thumb. But yeah, it's really not.
Well, I just use 2 fingers and just push my hand down.
Ah, I see.
Because I used to do it with like pressing them both with my thumb, but I found it harder to press them both at the same time.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of like anything in a speed game that I run where you have to press 2 buttons on the same frame is Pillarless in 64. You have to press A and Z at the same time to clip. And that's annoying as shit.
Don't know why I'm trying to skip cutscene, because this is unskippable. Oh my god, it's Zelda, guys.
I'll see it. Oh my god. And it's fucking Walter White.
And there's his red meth.
The Goron City drug dealer.
So yeah, we just gotta convince Yunobo to stop dealing drugs by smacking him in the head 3 times.
By fucking caving his skull in. Also, yeah, this fight is boring as hell. and is practically an auto-scroller, so we just duplicate stuff during it.
I keep doing horns, but I don't need any more horns. Let's be that time. So yeah, here we need to get. Oh no, Yunobo's stuck. Nice. He fucking didn't hit the wall that time. That's crazy. Well, gives me more time to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one
We're
of the
gonna
funny
be a
things that
Topaz.
Yunobo can do. Get stuck on
Gonna
the
be
wall.
a Topaz millionaire by the end of this fight.
Okay, there we go. Just smack him.
Just bitch slap him.
I'm forgetting how many topaz I need. I think it's 40.
I love the controller sounds during this.
I'm gonna do some extras of stuff since Yunobo decided to give me so much extra time to do. He's just such a nice guy. There we go. Yunobo's no longer a drug dealer.
Yunobo gave up the life of being a meth kingpin.
I think I lost like a minute to gold because of that one extra phase there.
Jesus. So yeah, no, it's just some more cutscenes where Yunobo resents his life of crime, and then we have another boss fight immediately afterwards.
I had so much time there. I can just verify of my speed game that I made a leaderboard for.
Fucking bored, lad. What even is it?
It's like a like I don't even know how to describe it. Like there's a boss in the middle of the board, and then you can like move around, and each tile is like you can either attack or increase your defense, and you roll 5 dice, and like whatever the numbers are on those dice is how much defense you can increase by or how much damage you can attack with.
Oh, so it's RNG.
Yeah, it's literally just RNG. Like the whole game is RNG.
Nice. Maybe I should try it. 'Cause I love gambling.
Yeah, you should get a run on the board, just for the crack. I did remake my rocket fuse, right? I literally just forgot. If I did.
I have no
remember,
idea.
I remembered I did. So now I'm just going up to Death Mountain, which you're supposed to do by riding minecarts around in circles around the whole mountain, but you know, I can fly, so I'm just going straight there.
Yeah, we're not fucking bothering with that.
And you know, there's teleport straight
Also,
to
yeah.
us.
Yeah, we have a funny scene. We're just sat in the air.
Hello? Thank you.
Bro's lost. Also, yeah, we have a interesting strat for Marizia here.
Hopefully I can do it better than I did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, instead of flying around on the device that it built for us, we just fuse entangle, I guess pocket rocket,
Shit.
to
fucking
move
dumb.
towards these heads, get absolutely blasted, and then spawn a wing because Unibo will only go on the front of vehicles, and then we can just shoot him like that. That hit? That's crazy.
I did not expect that to hit, but I'll take it.
Bro is the goat. And there you go, that's the boss fight. That's sick.
That saves about 10 seconds over using the, what's it called? The wing structure.
Yeah, it sucks that it doesn't save more, because it's like so flashy.
Yeah. It's pretty hard as well. Well, it's like medium difficulty in terms of what strats there are in the run.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're just going down into Death Mountain and ignoring the fact that I'm on fire because I just have fairies, so it doesn't matter to me. And this reminds me of all dungeons in Breath of the Wild, which is so painful because in Goron City, no matter where you are in Goron City, even if you're on the surface, you will be on fire. And it makes doing anything so difficult. And it's
Yeah.
part of the reason why I hate all dungeons in Breath of the Wild. Because you have to do this at the end of the run. And it's just so painful.
Yeah. I hardly remember my like Breath of the Wild casual experience. I remember doing the lightning like divine beast when I was at a pub. The average UK experience. Yeah, I was literally like at a carvery. Non-UK people will not know what that means. But it's basically like a pub that serves food. And yeah, I literally just had my Switch like in handheld mode, propped up on the table, and I was just playing Breath of the Wild. Truly simpler times.
Yeah, my Breath of the Wild casual experience was a single 8-hour session where I finished GSI, or Great Plateau, and then ran around doing fuck all for the rest. And then I speedrun it. I also forgot to split.
Yeah, it's the whole run again.
Oh my god, it's Zelda again. So, this is the Fire Temple. It's like my second favorite temple in speedrunning, because the strats are pretty cool. Like, to hit all of the gongs that are required to finish the thing.
I think this might be my like favorite casually. Like I remember this was I think the second one that I did casually, and I was like, oh yeah, this game fucks when I like got to this dungeon. Like
Oh, I
this is
hated
like
this Cause I was stuck here
to
for
me
hours.
this dungeon feels like the epitome of like what I imagine Zelda dungeons to be.
Yeah, I just did not understand it at all, so I was stuck here for hours and did not know what the fuck to do.
Fair.
And I was very not happy about it.
Yeah. I did some really goofy shit when I did this casually, cause I just like buffed my stamina into oblivion, so I could just climb like everything. I just like Spider-Man'd my way to most of the gongs.
And
Let's see
there's,
if- Oh, go on.
there's a pretty funny thing with this temple. we tried one day to clip through that gate there, and we made it through, and we could destroy the thing on the roof and start the cutscene for the boss, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh my god, I found a new skip, and then the boss just didn't spawn, and I was soft locked, and it was the worst day of my life.
Yeah, that was actually exactly what I was going to mention. I mean, funnily enough, we do still use that clip after we've hit all of the gongs, but the game does check if you've hit them. So it does save like 15 seconds to like clip through the door at the end. But yeah, we do have to do the rest of the temple first. The only thing that it skips is the cutscene.
I just died. Okay, thank god it put me here.
I was gonna say, you definitely touched the floor.
Yeah, that death was thanks to Yunobo just not working, because sometimes he's just a bit goofy and just won't let me use his ability.
Shutouts. I remember before we did that wing strat to open the door, getting rid of that boulder was one of the most painful things.
Then somebody found a way to ascend in there, and I loved that person, because
Yeah.
that strat, oh my god, it lost me so much time in my runs.
Yeah, trying to get Unibo's dumb fuck ass to break that boulder was like near on impossible. Like, we tried the stupidest lineups, and like nothing was ever consistent. And then yeah,
shoot him
eventually
off the edge of a rock at a specific angle so that he wouldn't go straight down, but go. Wow, I fucked that up. So that he wouldn't go straight down, but he would go like at an at an angle into the thing. What is going on? That should work. Where's Yunobo? And then it fell over. Nice, man. What is it doing? There we go. Come here.
fucking top 10 least goofy
What?
Fire Temple Gong hits.
I would probably be faster to just fly back up and use a wing again.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm
Wait.
This game is fucking trolling me. There we go.
Okay. If you missed again, I might have actually peed myself. I love how Unibo just talks to you on the wing.
Yeah, we just
It's like, yeah, good job, bro.
There's Yunobo just spinning in that cutscene right there.
When you
Oh.
think about it, Yunobo
I'm dead.
is... Oh. Oh. What the
Time
hell
for my
was
rocket to
that?
run out. I don't even know.
Oh, rocket ran out?
Yeah, but my camera was also bugging the fuck out too. Yeah, that was the reason I did not want to fly back up and use another wing before. And there I was able to use a bomb arrow, which would usually blow up because I'm in the heat. But I was in bullet time, so I was able to shoot it before it realized it was too hot.
Yeah, we used to use another ascent strat to get up into that area, but yeah, no longer. So, oh my god, it is Rodeo Campeón del Mundo in the chat. So yeah, so as we were saying before, now that we've done all of the gongs, we are just gonna still clip through the door. Because, yeah, the boss fight won't activate until we've done all of the gongs, but it is still faster to clip through. So, yeah, we just do that, and then once Unibo spawns in...
All the way over there.
we can use him to start the fight.
And yeah, so this cutscene would play in if you break the stone no matter what, but then this boss just wouldn't be there if you haven't hit all the ones.
Yeah, Goma we make pretty short work of using topaz arrows.
And yeah, the Lionel bow that I got earlier on, this is like the first use of it really. It shoots 3 arrows at a time, so it does a lot of damage when using something like a topaz fuse or something like that. And that is the boss fight.
There we go. That also went better than did it ESA.
Oh yeah, I got blown up at ESA.
Yeah, one of the rocks landed on your head and then blew you halfway across the room.
But Goma
That's
still
actually
died while I
really
was getting blown
funny.
up, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then we get some more cutscenes. Luckily it's a bit shorter than the fish one. But we get another awkward moment where Yunobo just scratches his head for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 3 of the dungeons done. Just 2 more to go.
Yep. And these last 2 are pretty short. Especially the last one. The last one is like... we spend more time trying to get to the dungeon than actually doing the dungeon itself.
Yeah.
I've got a ghost fuse on my halberd, which I don't know what causes it, but sometimes the game still thinks that I have the rocket fused when I don't, and it just doesn't let me fuse anything to it.
I mean, in all fairness to the game, we are berating it with glitches.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense that sometimes it couples under the weight of what we're doing to it. So yeah, this is one of the longest
That broke a lot earlier than I
AVC.
expected.
Yeah, I was about to say this is one of the longest AVCSs in the run, and it can be a bit scary sometimes.
I'm going so high. What? Where am I going? Okay. I'm just gonna right away.
Yeah, I was gonna say at this point you can probably get like decently far.
But the only problem is that this is slow as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be faster for me to drop down and then set up another one. But it's also on a like hill. so that'll be difficult. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is worth trying, just because of how slow regular wings are.
So yeah, that was... Oh yeah, I get this a lot sooner now because I touched the ground. That was one of the more difficult ABCSs in the game. And it broke a lot earlier than I've ever seen before, so that's fun. Usually it breaks about like 2/3 of the way, but there it broke like basically right at the start.
Yeah. Also, I just realized the what's it called? Like the message for this VC is restreamer totally not playing League, which it was Aria playing League during her restreaming segment. I am not playing League right now. To be fair, during my restreaming segment yesterday, I was playing Penny's Big Breakaway. I actually forgot that I was restreaming at one point during the 120 alphabet run.
Okay, I think my structure just sucks, so it's breaking a lot more than it should. But I should be able to make it this time. Or not, I'm gonna get kicked off of my wing. But this is close enough to just flying on a wing. Oh, there's Yunobo.
I was gonna say, I love just blasting Yunobo off into oblivion.
I'm supposed to be getting rid of those now. Because they get in the way a lot during the next temple. I really forgot how slow normal wings are. This is like crazy.
Yeah, I remember like old strats for all dungeons. We literally just used to take like towers and then just fly on wings.
Yeah.
And then we'd like land and then freeze the wing in midair and then jump on it using recall. Like we used to have such primitive methods of moving from place to place, which is why the category used to be like an hour longer.
I remember when the first sub 4 was robbed from me. I'm still upset about that.
And I never got sub 4. I think my PB is still like a 421 or something like that. Because I have not run this category in a long time.
You might be a bit higher on the board now though, since they split every single version.
Split by version?
Yeah.
I think I might have just deleted my PB to be fair. Because the boards just looked ugly as fuck.
Yeah, if you look at my SRC account, it's like... there's so many different runs of basically the same category now on my account.
Yeah.
And there's 2 All Shrines PBs, and one's been orphaned, and they just won't get rid of it. So it's just... I mean, I could delete it, but... It's, I don't want to. Kind of scared for the strat that's coming up soon because of how bad my ABCS structure has been working. But hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, we got some pretty interesting ABCS strats coming up very soon. First we need to meet Tulin.
Wow, I hit bro's toe.
It's like the bottom pixel of the hitbox.
So here, there's like a mountain behind me now, where Tulin was standing before, and you're actually supposed to go talk to him there and get his ability sooner, but it's faster to just shoot the guy that's holding his bow instead, because Tulin just comes over and gives you the ability anyway.
Yeah. Toe, GD reference, mods. Crush his skull.
And so there I just absolutely nuke the bokoblins, because if I put my bow away fast enough, the lightning doesn't make me drop it, so it doesn't matter if I just hit myself as well while killing them.
See, there's just some more chatting.
More waffling. And then I'm about to do one of the most annoying, like, pocket rocket flights in the run, because of the weather right now. I did not want that apple. Because of the weather, the frames are really bad, and it will make me drop inputs. So, like, putting away my shield during Pocket Rocket is, like, a lot harder. And it makes this a bit cringe.
Unfortunately, this game was interestingly, I say interestingly optimized. It's just a very intensive game for the Switch.
Yeah.
Which, like, I mean, it's impressive that the Switch can even run it. But, yeah, it is a bit annoying sometimes when the game lags into oblivion.
Yeah. Like, sometimes the frames drop so bad, like and the inputs drop quite a lot of the time as well. But I guess that just comes with playing a Switch game.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next console will be a bit more optimized and have TOTK on it.
Rage. I've been saying forever, instead of a Switch Lite, we just need like a Switch Heavy.
Yeah, like a docked only.
Just can't. Yeah, there's literally just like a regular console that, yeah, can only be plugged into a TV.
Yeah. But it would make it a
And
lot
it's
harder
just-
to move around for things like ESA and such.
Yeah, true. But like, I really do not play my Switch in handheld that much. Also, yeah, we have an interesting strat coming up here, so I'll shut the fuck up and actually explain it. So, I mean, it's in essence, it's just an ABCS, but at a certain point, once one of Neil's coordinates makes it to a certain value, he's gonna intentionally flip the structure by running off to the side. So this turns it 180 degrees. And then we can jump back
That
onto
was
it.
actually very good.
Nice, like that. And then we can fly up into the tornado. So yeah, we used to have to fly to a certain spot and then set up another ABCS and then fly to the top. But yeah, with some more precise movement than it looks.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, you can flip it around.
Because if you
And now we're in the
land,
wind temple.
if you land back on the structure at a certain angle, it can go straight down, or it can just go straight instead of going up, which is what we want it to do. And making it go up is like the hardest of the three directions that it can go when landing back on.
Yeah. Wings are kind of broken. I mean, to be fair, it's less the wings that are broken. It's just auto build that's broken. The wings are just the platform of choice because we can make infinite of them.
Yeah, like you can do that with basically any flat structure, but wings you can just carry around and drop whenever, so we use those. We used to use planks in some situations, but not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, we just use wings for everything now because it's just convenient. You can just spawn them in anywhere.
And so now at the start of this dungeon, I'm gonna do one of the oldest strats in the game. It was found on day 1, I believe, and it has never changed. And it's just to do the first like wind turbine thingy by using a certain lineup to hit it through the gate that is supposed to open once you've actually finished the turbine.
Brave fledgling.
It's a 96 tracks run from Tim Cario,
There are
Betchest.
still 5 locks securing the hatch on the deck. Use your power to release all 5 locks, and the hatch
I still
should
need to do a
open.
96 tracks run.
Were you not part of that like big race a
No.
while back?
I think I was
Ah.
sleeping or something. I can't remember. Or I just could not be fucked.
It was in like the evening.
Yeah, I was probably sleeping.
least fucked Neil's sleep schedule. The race was at like 5 p.m. So we literally just gust straight through the wall and it hits the turbine. And that's still far from the goofiest turbine that we're going to activate during this. Yeah, that's the second turbine, and then this is where things get stupid.
Yeah. Especially stupid because of Tooling being a massive bitch and trying to fuck me up. But hopefully it'll work just fine. If I could get this fucking clip. There we go.
Yeah, so we do a stick flip to go out of bounds, and we use that
What is going on?
to yeah, we use that to hit all the turbines.
The reason I flew up there and hit the roof to open that gate was because I don't even know the normal way to get in there. Oh yeah, you have to like activate some kind of switch.
Yeah,
But,
you have to flip the lever.
by going to the bottom, the game thinks I'm in there and opens the door so I don't get stuck. And then it just stays open, so I can just go in there later on and activate that turbine.
Yeah.
afterwards.
Also, going in and out of bounds is a two-way street. You have to clip back in bounds as well. You can't just fall through the walls.
And sometimes it's extremely difficult to get back in bounds because the game does not want you to get in bounds if you've gotten out. Which, unlike every other game, because most other games don't have collision on both sides. There we go, that is the final.
I really do wonder why they clipped it on both sides.
Yeah.
Maybe they just wanted to say "fuck you" to anybody trying to get out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, like, Breath of the Wild and TOTK developers seem to really hate speedrunners.
Yeah.
Because in Breath of the Wild, you could just walk back in bounds. Kind of a bit easier than in TOTK. But in TOTK, they made it a lot harder. For some reason. And here's Colgera, and I'm going to do it slowly so I can hear the music again.
Fuck the schedule. Need to
Actually,
listen to
be able
Peak.
beat Estimate eventually. Hopefully. It's going a lot better than PSA. So yeah, after the first phase, the music is banging on the second phase.
Yeah, when I heard this music, like this part of the music for the what is it? For the first time, I think my third eye opened. I reached enlightenment.
It is so good. So that's actually an intentional tornado hit because it just gets it out of the way so I can hit these shots. And I was just waiting for it. Turn on my game volume a bit.
I've actually turned monitoring on so I can hear my own voice, but it's worth it. Yeah, try not to get killed. There you go.
It's just so good.
It's such a banger. A video game fucking boss fight has no business going this hard. Yeah, now it's because. And I can stop listening to my own voice.
That is Wind Temple. And now we can move on to the final dungeon. Which isn't really much of a dungeon, but you'll find out why in a bit.
Yeah, it's meant to be a dungeon. We just make a complete mockery of it.
Oh, OBS is giving me some warnings. Skipped
That
frames detected 26% over the last 2 minutes. Interesting.
I mean, it seems fine right now.
This is a skippable cutscene. I'm just watching it.
just really wanted to get up to date on the law.
I thought I'd spammed Y and plus, or X and plus for long enough, but apparently not.
I'm going for a jog outside my house. My brother in Christ, it is 6 degrees, and you are wearing a shirt and shorts. You are going to get a cold.
Now I can finally move on and start flying to the next dungeon. Hopefully it won't go as wrong as it did on the way to Wind Temple.
Yes, we're doing another AVCS here into Gerudo Desert.
Not liking the looks of this. Yeah, it should be fine.
So it's funny, we go straight over like a really cold mountain into a really hot desert.
Yeah. I had a terrible angle on that because yes, but I'm not that far off. There we go. This is
And yeah,
another
we
moment of, just knowing where to go, because you're supposed to go somewhere else, and then the game tells you that Riju's over here. But I know where she is, so I just go straight there.
Yeah.
Trip check.
Visa dina kläder.
Oh. Okay.
I just realized I have not set up a new pocket rocket yet, which I was supposed to do earlier, but actually, did I? I think I might have. I don't know, I'll find out after this cutscene.
I mean, I guess it's not too bad to set up either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think nope, there goes. I was about to say, I think I've still got some fuel left, but it just burnt out. But it might not be that bad. Yeah, I can just set another one up now. So this is the first siege. It's just some Gibdos trying to attack us, those guys. And we just need to kill them all and then destroy the spawner. And there's a lot more there than there actually will be once the cutscene is over.
Yeah, I remember casually this was a pain in the ass, and then in speedruns you just spend time waiting around for the thing to open.
Topaz over there, do some topaz over here, and then, yeah, they're all dead. You can only kill those guys using some kind of elemental power like water, fire, lightning. And you're supposed to be using Riju's ability, but since we have topaz, we could just use those instead.
Yeah. Also, you may have noticed, funny visual bug, whenever we draw the bow, it draws the Master Sword, basically. Because it's still stuck to Link's hand from earlier.
So right there I just shot a rocket arrow to hit the stone that I was aiming at, so that it breaks and then like kind of does part of the puzzle that I need to do later on to spawn the lightning temple room. So just hitting it there saves a little bit of time.
To where I am.
And you will see here after this cutscene, if I hit it, there we go, that it shows me that I hit it. Now I have to run blindly to reach you here. Oh, the camera moves back. And now it's the Gerudo Siege, which is basically the same thing, but there's now 3 spawners and a few more Gibdo, but it's just as easy.
Yeah, it's quite trimple, really.
You know this cutscene here, I think it's this one. It's actually skippable if you've already played through it. Don't know why it's not skippable normally, but
Interesting.
yeah, for some reason, if you've already played through the game, you start a new file without restarting the game, then this will be skippable.
So the future of TOTK speedrunning is doing a whole run through of the game before starting runs.
Yeah, it's.
Is it like, do you literally just have to do the Bazaar Siege once?
I'm not sure. Did I?
Enemies have emerged from the hive at the east
But
gate.
it is also
Stop
against
them.
the rules to start a run without having reset the game. Probably
Ah,
for
I
that
see.
reason.
That hive is
Yeah, it would be really annoying. I don't think that's something that would be like a fun part of the meta or anything like that.
And also because in Breath of the Wild, I don't know if it's the same in TOTK, it probably is. If you've had the game open for longer, then your loads are faster. So like in Breath of the Wild, people used to just like sit there with the game open for hours and then do a run, and they'd save loads of time on loads, but then that was made against the rules.
Yeah, that sounds annoying as hell.
There's a funny visual bug there where the stairs are not loaded in behind them because I got too far away. And I was supposed to split, but oh well. My BPT is still below estimate, so I think we're chilling. It's 4 minutes below,
Pac-Man.
so we're looking at
Just only
decent.
4 minutes and next 30.
I think the only thing that could lose me 4 minutes now is like the game crashing on the clips. So
Oh,
let's
God.
hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, now that we've mentioned it, it's fucking over. So you don't get hit on the head by one of the wings.
Gonna do the AB says here again, even though it's slower, but it looks. I mean, it's only slower by like 5 seconds. If that, yeah. I'm just gonna fly in the air during this cutscene.
Just blast off. Holy shit, you went super far.
Is this pointing the right way?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I just want to fly a bit high over here before this cutscene plays. Because if I'm on the ground, it will reposition me somewhere else that's far away. And that wouldn't be too good.
Yeah. Also, Xpelly reference.
Oh my god, that's Xpelly.
Bro's almost definitely asleep right now.
Oh my god, it's Zelda.
Like, yeah, if I had to set an alarm to get up on time for this, the Americans definitely aren't awake for this.
Yeah. Bro, I was so happy when I found out we were behind estimate. Because I was in bed, and I woke up, I was like, I do not want to do this right now. And then I looked at the stream, and I saw Tibbs was still going with like 30 minutes to go. And I just stayed in bed.
Yeah, I mean, I got up like a good hour before we started. Because I had to like set up restream and stuff. And I also had to eat breakfast. But yeah, like, if I'd have woken up when my alarm actually was, I probably would have been late, actually.
So here's the Lightning Temple, and we're about to do the boss fight first. Technically. Well, part of the boss fight. If Riju would like to come over here. There she is. So here we're supposed to use Riju's ability, but again, just use Topaz instead. And that's that first interaction with the boss done. And then she flies away to the top of the temple, where we'll see her in like 3 minutes.
We have some interesting strats for beating the Lightning Temple faster.
Yeah, this was probably the worst dungeon not casually in the speedrun before, but now we can just go into the walls of the dungeon and complete it from the outside. Oh, there's Riju trolling a little bit. Sometimes when you activate her ability, she just doesn't. Don't know why. She just does a little bit of trolling sometimes.
Classic.
It feels like the sages in this game are just working against you the entire game. Like, they do not do what you want them to do half the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, these specific spots that I'm shooting are like the other temples, the spots where you're supposed to use the sage's ability for that temple to activate a certain thing. This is just that, basically. And the reason there's no like cutscene to confirm that I've done them is because they are not loaded in yet. Once I load the temple fully, the game will realize that I've done them all, and then play all 4 cutscenes in a row. Assuming I've done it correctly.
Yeah, assuming we didn't miss one.
And so now that I'm in range of loading the map, we'll just play the cutscenes. S4. And then it should teleport me in. Like that. So this is supposed to happen once you enter the dungeon for the first time. Which is very lucky considering it puts us back in bounds, which would be very difficult to do. Well, not very difficult, but a bit slow to do otherwise. So that's a pretty nice cutscene to have. And now we just need to attempt to ride the elevator up, and then it fails because it has no power. Well, it thinks it has no power, because it's only the first time we're attempting it. And then the game will tell us how to complete the dungeon, but we've already done that. So we literally just interact with the terminal again after the cutscene, and then it completes.
Daughter of the good.
Yeah, kind of like the door at the end of the Temple of Time. Some things are just scripted to fail once.
To the very top of this temple.
Although in this one it's slightly more ironic because we have actually done everything.
And it will function once more.
Well, I think actually, even in the Temple of Time, I think people have tried like hacking in extra hearts, and you still fail, which is a bit weird, but also kind of makes sense in a way. A little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, now this time we have actually completed the dungeon, so we can ride the elevator up. And Riju makes a really stupid comment here where she says, I think it's gonna move up. And it literally tried that just a couple minutes ago. So we know it's gonna move up.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
And so yeah, this is now the actual boss fight of the dungeon. Very similar to all the others, just need to wait for Riju's ability to recharge. So I can shoot this thingy to start the fight. And so all I need to do is knock her down with some topaz. Hopefully she flies towards me. Oh, she flies over there. And then just not get hit. I got hit. Unfortunately, Queen Gibbo's hitbox is very weird. So trying to hit her with the spear is like difficult because like Link targets the main body, but I'm trying to hit the back because that's actually hittable with my spear. And then, yeah, he just misses. That is the final dungeon.
Amen.
Do another rocket.
Yeah, it's time, guys. All the dungeons are done.
So now we have Hyrule Castle before we can actually beat the game. It's just basically going around Hyrule Castle, defeating some enemies. Then there's a boss at the end. It kind of counts as a dungeon, because it has its own minimap, and you get a heart container at the end, and it has a boss. But, yeah.
It's not a dungeon. Hyrule Castle.
Long ass loading screen. Luckily, they don't waffle as long in Gerudo Town. So, this is kind of short. Also, fun fact, about half of the run is cutscenes and dialogue. Well, at least it
Does
was
not
when
surprise me.
At least it was when it was like 3:20 something. Like 1:20 of the run was cutscenes and dialogue. But some cutscenes are now no longer in the run.
How close away? Like 15 minutes. Assuming everything goes right. Which of course it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you and Stick want to go live, Eden, I can start cropping your stuff. I'm assuming it won't cause any problems.
So yeah, here we get to talk to my favorite NPC again, Pura, where she tells us that there's something going on at Hyrule Castle. And it just starts the quest to finish the game, basically. My camera is bugging.
Plug it.
I just shoot it backwards. Oh my god, it's Zelda again. It's so crazy. And she's shouting at me, telling me to come over, but I'm literally there.
I am waiting. Waiting for you.
Note Dan 8 when live.
Note Dan. Okay, so we on? Like 15 minutes, Stick.
So yeah, here's the ancient arrows being used. Just fucking deletes the boss like that. And now we just go around to different spots where Zelda is waiting for us. But in this case we got there too fast, and she's actually not here yet. But if I just, what am I doing? Fuse a bomb, and it loads the game in. Yeah, she appears and then the boss disappears. Oh, that's not good. Actually, that's fine.
Sorry, I'm mostly leaving you to your own devices right now. Cropping the streams to the next run.
Yeah, that's fine. There's not really much going on right now. Anyway. Just running around, defeating some enemies. So yeah, one more phase after this. Wow, we just got fucking slammed by that guy. And here's a pretty cool shot, which is any doable with the Lima bow, or I guess any triple shot bow. 3 different, what are they called? I don't know. 3 different guys are going to spawn on the wall here, and I can just hit them all, or hit 2 of them. I didn't aim high enough. But yeah, you can hit all 3 of those with 1 shot, because of the Lima bow shooting 3 arrows.
Link, I am waiting. Waiting. Waiting for you.
And now I'm just going to ascend up here, because this takes me right up to the main area of Hyrule Castle, where I can go and fight Phantom Ganon. Oh, or climb onto the wall. And yeah, here we go. just by shooting 2 shots of Topaz in the middle, it hits all of them and ends the phase. But for some reason, it's impossible, or not impossible, very, very difficult to end the second phase in 2 shots. It's like, because some of them just become invincible. And then, yeah, I don't know why, just one of them always survives. But that is Phantom Ganon. There's a really scary jump scare coming up right now. The Ganon jump scare. Oh my god.
Ah.
That was so scary. And yeah, once again, ignoring the heart container, because I don't need it. How is there lightning right now?
Average weather.
So now I'm
So yeah,
just
now we're
going
gonna be
down,
doing...
going down into the chasm, so I can end the game. And yeah, doing the clip to get out of bounds and just skip the entire thing down here.
Yeah, if you play this casually, you remember there's like a long descent section before you actually get to the boss fight. Neil's just gonna be clipping in and skipping that whole thing.
So yeah, here, down, like all the way down here, there's loads of different enemies that you have to fight to get past. But yeah, I just go out of bounds. I go straight down to the fight, to the army. Whoa. So yeah,
Now
this
we
is
fight the
Ganon's
army. So it's just 4 waves of different sets of enemies. So this one is Bokoblins, then there's one with Gyptos, there's one with... I'm trying to think what the other dudes are called.
Horriblins.
Ah, yeah.
And
Horriblins, yeah.
wait, did you say this one? These
No,
guys?
no, I didn't.
The lizard fuckers. Wow, what a shot. I'd still hit them. And so here I need to grab another Royal Halberd. I'll grab 2 just for the crack. And yeah, that's gonna be used for Ganon. So now because these guys are all spread out, I just need to wait a bit for them to get closer. So I can hopefully kill them in as few shots as possible. Tulin with the final shot. Usually the guy in the middle has a bit of health left, but Tulin just headshotted him and ended the phase for me.
Alright, now it's time for Ganondorf. Not as scary as he used to be.
Yeah. So yeah, now I'm fusing a Lionel Horn to my 8 Master Swords and my spear to add like almost 1,000 extra damage. Not too crazy.
Yeah, nothing too insane. You'll see when we get into the boss fight.
I never ate my final speed food. So all of Hyrule Castle I was just walking at normal speed. That's fine. What am I doing? Hit the fucking button, man. Okay. Please let me flurry rush you. There we go.
Dodge challenge.
So yeah, they just absolutely destroy Ganon. And yeah, we just do that 3 times.
Yeah, this was another, like, really scary part of runs before we had an infinite number of fairies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this cutscene's unskippable.
Ganon is just so swooner. Ah, yeah.
So yeah, this time I actually have to attack him first because he's gonna flurry rush me no matter what I do. And then I flurry rush him back.
Yeah, it would have been great to know my casual playthrough.
Yeah.
Trying to dodge twice is near on impossible. So yeah, that boss fight, yeah, pretty easy. Now we have the actual hard part because there's some strats during this fight with the dragon.
Yeah, I do not see myself hitting this strat right now.
I believe.
I've done it once before. Well, like, completely successfully I've done it once. But...
yeah, there are, like, varying levels of how well it can go.
yeah. Most of the time, if I... like, a successful attempt is, like, hitting all of the eyeball thingies, and then not hitting the stone. Like, having to ride on Zelda again. I mean, unnamed NPC. But, yeah. Still saves a lot of time, no matter what.
If you haven't played the game at this point, fuck you. This is Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember, like, the first few weeks of us, like, I was doing runs in VC, and we were like, oh yeah, unnamed NPC, because we didn't want to, because, like, we were doing the boss fight in VC with people who hadn't finished the game yet.
I mean, surely you'd figure it out by the time you see the Master Sword, at least.
Link.
Because at the start of the game, you give her the Master Sword. Like, to leave GSI.
Maybe. People aren't that smart, though.
I mean, yeah, I definitely only figured it out once she was actually out of the dragon. After this fight.
Actually, like, dude, the story for this game is crazy. Like, I almost cried after the cutscene of, like, Zelda turning herself into a dragon.
Oh yeah.
That shit is powerful.
Here is one of the hardest strats in the game. And thankfully it's the final split, so that's fun. Peace.
That is strat in the game and around that chest. Yeah, basically we use Fuse Entanglement, I guess Pocket Rocket, to try and hit as many of these little, like, eyeball thingies as possible before we have to drop down and get Zelda to bring us back to the top. And it probably looks a lot easier than it is. This section is very jank. Also, you have to actually learn where Ganon goes. Because his movements do seem completely erratic, but yeah, they can be predicted. Yeah, I mean, we managed to get all the eyeballs in one phase, which is still really solid, even if this end bit doesn't go right.
No, it's so close.
Damn.
I mean, that's still pretty good.
So
Like, getting the 3 eyeballs is
yeah,
also kind
Yeah, that was still really fucking solid.
Unfortunately now Gavin's gonna still be, I think he's still in the... no he's not, he's in the stone phase. So yeah, that's it.
Stone phase.
Yeah, like the phase
There you
where it
go.
allows you to actually land on his head, instead of where he's just still attacking. Because sometimes you can, if you attack the eyeballs and then he moves around, he can still think you still have eyeballs to destroy.
Yeah.
And that is not time. There's still exactly from, yeah.
I should just end the timer there out of principle.
Oh my god, Ricky's alive.
Timing should end there. Yeah, Ricky's live.
Yeah, this is like a
Dude.
58-24. Not that bad.
We'll take that.
A lot better than it did before last week. But yeah, now we just dive down to Zelda. Yeah, grab her, and time ends once I grab her hand.
Just tell me time, because I can't see your game
Yeah.
without delay. Takes so long.
And... time.
There you go.
58,
58-22.
Not bad.
Nice. We will take that. GG's.
The estimate, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Yeah, this
TTL Dungeons. This is kind of
game is very
to see,
fun.
'cause I have the sword still stuck to my hand.
Yeah, we definitely like impaled Zelda on the way down.
Yeah, we're about to impale her again in a second.
She's dead.
But yeah, pretty cool category. Still probably my favorite speedrun category I've done.
Yeah, it was really fun to like, even when this game was like in its infancy, it was still a really cool category, and it's even cooler nowadays that we can do it significantly faster than before.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast this is now. Like it's just hit 239, like I think last month, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any last minute shoutouts?
Not really. Just follow me on Twitch, 5EL. And yeah, maybe I'll stream someday.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Alright, yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back very shortly with an Undertale True Pacifist ending glitchless race between Galactic and Eden 8. So yeah, well, I'm gonna go set that up, and then as soon as I set them off, I will be leaving to go and get lunch because I am on restream all day. So yeah, we will be back in a sec. Don't go anywhere. See you guys in a bit.
See ya.
Alright, there we go. We are off. You can head out and end your stream and everything.